Yeah, hi friends, my name is Chandan and welcome back to my channel Energy and Environment Education. Friends, today I'm going to deal with a very important topic called carbon footprint. You must have heard about or might have read about carbon dioxide, but do you know what is carbon footprint all about? So in this particular video, I'm going to discuss what is carbon footprint. Also, I'll discuss about how important is carbon footprint in our lives, how each and every individual is linked to carbon footprint. So all these topics I'm going to deal with in this particular video, friends. So keep watching the video till the end, because in this particular video you'll get a lot of information on carbon footprint, and you'll also understand the concept of carbon footprint, friends. So keep watching the video till the end, and if not subscribed yet, please do subscribe the channel, friends. Also, please share the video as much as possible to your colleagues, to your friends. uh, this will help me to prepare more videos in coming days and also boost my confidence, friends. So let's start the video, friends, without wasting further time. What is carbon footprint? So let's try to see the simplest definition of carbon footprint, friends. Carbon footprint is a measurement of all greenhouse gases we individually produce. Now you must be wondering, what are greenhouse gases? Friends, in the atmosphere there are different kinds of gases. There are some gases which has potential to trap the sun's rays, or you can say the heat of the sun rays, and warm the atmosphere. These type of gases are called as greenhouse gases, and these gases, or you can say some of the greenhouse gases, we individually produce through our various activities that we do in our day-to-day life. So carbon footprint is a measurement of all such greenhouse gases we individually produce, friends. This is called, or you can say this is the simplest definition of carbon footprint, friends. So as I discussed in the last slide, the greenhouse gases are those gases which has the potential to warm the atmosphere. There are different types of greenhouse gases. Some of them are named here, like suppose carbon dioxide is one of the gases, greenhouse gases. Methane is another gas. Nitrous oxide, some of the fluorinated gases are also the greenhouse gases, and they have really a good amount of global warming potential. This means when the atmosphere gets warm, the entire globe also gets warm, friends. I'll be discussing on all these topics later on in different videos, but for the time being, you need to understand what are the greenhouse gases and names of some of the greenhouse gases which has the potential to warm the atmosphere, or you can say the global warming potential, friends. So carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, fluorinated gases are some of the gases which are called as a greenhouse gases which are prevalent in the atmosphere, friends. So by now you must have understood what is carbon footprint, the simplest definition of carbon footprint, and also the greenhouse gases, how it is important, and how our activities relates to the release of greenhouse gases, which ultimately leads to the warming of the environment, friends. A carbon footprint is a measure of the impact our activities have on the environment, and in particular climate change, friends. So what happens basically when you release different types of greenhouse gases through your activities, it relates to the warming of the atmosphere, which ultimately warms the entire globe, which is called global warming, and that leads to the climate change. But that's what's happening in today's life, friends. So it relates to the amount of greenhouse gases produced in our day-to-day lives through burning of fossil fuels for electricity, heating, and transportation, friends. So moving ahead, friends, it's not only an individual is there who is producing the carbon footprint. Carbon footprint is also released by different means through the industrial use, friends. Or basically you can say these are the two culprits. As an individual also we produce a lot of carbon emissions, and also we emit a lot of carbon emissions through the industries, friends. So as you can see the pic, friends, in the pic there are different types of, or you can say different sources of carbon emissions given here, like the industries which emit high amount of carbon emissions or greenhouse gases, you can call it, friends. Also the public transport like the airways, or you can say that the flights that you take, friends, that also emit a lot of carbon dioxide and other carbon emissions, friends. Then you have the cars that you drive, that is also one of the sources of carbon emissions, friends. So these are some of the rich sources of carbon emissions which are really emitting a lot of carbon dioxide and also carbon in other forms, friends. So as you can see, friends, even the foods that you intake or you consume in daily life, friends, that also directly or indirectly linked to the carbon emissions, friends. For example, if you are considering the non-veg items like the meats, that is heavily contributing directly or indirectly to carbon emissions. Also the dairy products that you consume, beverages, fish, eggs, vegetables, grain products, fruits, and other products. These are the different sources of products that you consume in your daily lives, and also they are linked to the carbon emissions directly or indirectly, friends. Now, how it is linked, how directly or indirectly it is linked to carbon emissions, that I'm going to discuss in different videos. But for the time being, you need to understand that the foods that you consume is directly or indirectly linked to the carbon emissions, friends. So it should be our ultimate goal, friends, to lower the carbon emissions. The more you can contribute to lowering the carbon emissions, friends, this will help us to also reduce the carbon footprints. So if you want to reduce the carbon footprint, you have to lower the carbon emissions, friends, by any means. And once you're lowering the carbon footprint, friends, it also helping us to reduce the air pollution, and also helps us to fight the global warming, friends. So it's very important to reduce the carbon emissions as low as possible. It's very important for everybody of us to reduce the carbon footprint as much as possible, friends. So if you're really interested to know more on carbon footprint, and also not only carbon footprint and other, also on other sustainability topics which may help you to build your career, which may help you to gain more knowledge, more skill, friends, please stay connected and keep watching my YouTube channel for more videos, because I am going to post several other videos in coming days which may help you out to increase your knowledge and also your skill, friends. If not yet, please do subscribe my channel, friends. This is my YouTube channel, Energy and Environment Education. Please do like the video if you feel the content is good enough. Also, please share the content, please share the video with your friends and colleagues, friends. Maybe they may also find it useful enough. Also, please keep watching the videos I'm going to post in coming days, friends.